let's jump in. So David's done, we're going to talk about, this is a series of podcasts, and you definitely want to go tune in when you see this particular series with David Parry. He's done these turnarounds.
Oh gosh.
How many times in the last 20 years?
12, 14, 15 times.
Crazy numbers.
Yeah.
So let's start off. This is the first podcast in this series. The results that you've gotten are mind-blowing. So let's talk about the first one. Go ahead.
Just one thing though, before we do that, we'll do that in a second, Larry. The one thing I should say is that what we need to understand is when I started working with you, it was a huge step change in for me in both in learning and what I do. So you can imagine that prior to that, I was working in big companies. I was in a corporate environment. We were buying and selling businesses. It was big company politics, big company management. And then when I decided to leave and then joined you, and I shall never forget, coming over here, walking the streets of New York, doing flybys in skyscrapers in New York, it was completely alien to my life. So I went from the glass ceiling, from the corporate world,
right,
down to the shop floor. And I should never forget you saying, "Are you making money? Not making money? Making on the telephone." And it was so. But for me, that was such a fundamental change and learning, which I then brought back into the UK and applied. So everything before that had been, I learned about lean manufacturing in my manufacturing world, and I tell people these days that what I then did in sales was applied lean manufacturing principles into a sales environment. That's fundamentally what I do.